Friday was a great night. It was like a triple date. We went to the Dodgers game against the Yankees. What?
I thought you were just going to throw me under the bus for Saturday for torpedoing.
Oh, I am.
Oh, okay.
Should I bring up this is where he screwed us initially? Jared and I were like, oh, we're trying to with these women. And then Skyler comes over with a rose.
Like he's the bachelor.
And then he gives it to his lady, and the other girl's like,
She loves it.
okay, we get the roses, and then Jared looks at his girl.
Okay.
Hold on!
No, I know. I was nervous for this moment.
The two ladies get their bouquets, and then Jared looks at his girl 6 inches from my girl's ear, and he just goes, hey.
Okay. And listen.
And then I look like a loser.
Can I also say something? You weren't privy to this.
I did something?
No, he did something. We were at the Dodgers game.
Oh.
I was sitting next to, it was the girl I've been seeing, me, Jared. We could each get a turn to ask each other a question or whatever. And I think her question was, what's like an embarrassing story or something? Jared, are there any embarrassing stories that I should tell? And he just leans over, he's like, you I was like, that's not the one I really wanted to tell. Whole gang's here. Everyone's here. Everyone that's here that matters is here. Everyone that cares about this show is here.
And it's, believe women. That's a very, that's a positive movement, obviously. And the person that made the time today was the woman. That,
I'll be honest, Jared.
11 a.m.
I made the time because Jared set
You
the
made
time.
the time?
Because I made the time.
Okay.
But
Believe men.
I'm going to read a text chain.
Yeah.
Is it possible to shoot the pod at 11 a.m. tomorrow? That's fine with me. Alyssa said that.
Alyssa said that?
And it's
Alyssa
now
said that.
11:15. She's not here.
Okay.
She just doesn't respect anyone, I guess.
I'm literally right here.
15 minutes late.
What do we think? What do you think it is? Is this like a statement you think she's trying to make?
I don't know if she's making a statement, but she's gonna have to definitely give a reason.
Well, before we go over to her, let's maybe.
And I watched Astra this morning. Waste of time.
Okay, chill. You're ADHD. Let's
Sorry.
stay on this topic for a second. Okay, let's all maybe before she even speaks, let's all maybe give some reasons we think maybe she was late. That way we can.
I don't want to speak for her.
No, we don't. We don't want to. We just want to be.
But I'll say I have plans today throughout the rest of the day.
Gotcha.
And starting at 11 was critical to that. And
What are your plans?
Oh
And-
my! Whoa! Boys are talking. We'll get to the late girl. You can talk in 15 minutes. Okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Now you guys are being mean to me. Now I'm gonna.
And I knew that Skyler had plans all day today because we talked about it. And so that's why I put the text message in the group chat to be respectful of his plans to
what are
move
your
up the
plans?
pot an hour.
I don't have to. I get to go to the flea market and then
Wow.
I'm going to go to Little Fish.
That was a beautiful correction. I get to.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get to go to the flea market and then I get to go to Little Fish, which is that place where we had that fish sandwich.
That's
It's so
going to
lovely.
be a phenomenal day.
And then I'm going to be watching the new Jesse Armstrong movie tonight, which looks a lot like Succession, which I'm very excited for.
Nice. Who are you going with?
The girl I've been seeing.
Gotcha. And okay, now we're still on the Alyssa being late thing.
Yes.
Can I ask something?
And the flea market closes on Sundays a bit early, so I was
bit
trying to
early.
get out of here
11:40.
to get there to get to the flea market.
I don't have to speak the whole time. I don't care.
Cut the mic, Jared.
She's
fine,
in control
cut
of the
it.
mics.
Okay. Now over to you.
But I think for her reason for being late, she doesn't respect this show.
Okay. One, doesn't respect the show.
I'm going to go.
And we can keep going forever. We can have multiple options.
I'm going to go with a more considerate approach. Maybe she had a tough night, And
Of what? Like, we need details.
She, maybe it was a rough mental health night.
Oh, saw herself in the mirror. Okay.
Okay. That's one possibility.
Yep.
And, it's just, we've all had those nights where, you stay up till all hours of the night thinking about everything you've done wrong in your life and every mistake you've made. And then
That's
you don't
Tuesday.
You don't get
It's a normal Tuesday.
you don't get the sleep that you need, and she might have overslept. I'm going to go more empathetic with it.
Okay.
Your turn, Zach?
I'm going to say, and I probably know that this is true, she ordered way too much McDonald's and just couldn't stop. And eventually it was similar to you, Jared, about 5 a.m. And now she's regretting the immediacy, not every past regret. She's like, oh no, I feel bad and I love blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, whatever. At least I'll be with the boys tomorrow. They're the light in my life. I'll go to sleep. And
Not anymore.
hey. Little does she know, she clicked 10 p.m. to wake up because she was in a calorie coma. And then she woke up, probably not in a panic, because she's like, ugh, the boys don't, it doesn't even
They'll
matter.
understand.
Yeah, they'll understand. And we do understand. We're very, very understanding.
The most understanding, some might say.
Most.
I probably wouldn't.
What's your shirt?
I went thrifting yesterday.
You got me this lovely hoodie.
Yep. I got Jared that shirt.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Jared already owned
He
that
did
shirt.
not, but the idea of the shirt was there.
If I would have seen
If he would have seen this shirt out,
a shirt of two lesbians kissing, I would have bought it for him.
You went thrifting?
Yeah, I went thrifting.
With who?
okay, hold on
guy?
real quick. I was also using context clues in my answer because your makeup is kind of giving like Avril Lavigne this morning, like a little emo.
Why you got to make
You
things
know.
so complicated? Or have you found a skater boy? Have you said see you later, boy? Or you shouldn't have.
Or did Skater Boy break your heart?
Lady May.
Why is she in trouble?
Oh, you should have seen the set this morning. I mean, it was.
She pissed all over there. All your nails were on the floor. All of the.
She's learned that if you go inside boxes, sometimes
There's
her food has been delivered in some of them. And she was the size of a Macy's Day Parade float
last week.
like 2 days ago. So now she goes in all the boxes just in case there's a calorie.
And the box that she was trying to get into last night was my protein shakes, which are chocolate and would kill her.
Well, I think she's been through worse.
True. At this point, she's indestructible.
Why were you late?
I don't know. I just lost track of time. Also, we've never started right at 11.
Yeah, because you've never been here right at 11.
Yes, I have.
And you know what? Summer is here, June 1st. Also, we could have been out in the UV. Got a base tan.
Well, they go out in the UV.
Right now?
Yeah.
Ruin the show? Like you did? You've been here for 5 minutes and it's already tanking this whole thing. Okay, how are you? Get her back on track.
There we go.
I'm so good. How are you?
Fine.
How's your weekend been?
Nice.
Have you done anything fun?
I bought a TV.
Nice. Welcome back to
Nice.
episode, what is it?
259?
Oh, sweet. 1080p? 4K?
Did you start the intro?
No, not yet.
Had to wait for you.
You did not have to if you really wanted to.
Hit it. I'm Skyler.
I'm Jared. The guy mumbling under his breath is Zach. And then that's been Alyssa. Did something just break over there?
Can I borrow this for the flea market today?
Yeah. What are the odds you just
Show up.
and every time she brings it up, she's like, "What do you?" Oh yeah. I've had this for a little bit.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
That noise is going to be awful.
Positivity.
Sorry. That noise
We were
might be awful.
having a great time. You come
Then
in.
just
Oh
go.
my gosh,
I'll
we
do
were,
some
weren't
work.
we?
If you want me to pull something up, I'll pull something up.
No, we're very
Well,
excited.
the
Continue
TV's not plugged
conversation.
in.
Well, you haven't had me to pull something up yet.
What kind of TV did you buy?
What kind of TV?
Yeah, I'm very curious. I
Was
want
it
to
on
know
Facebook
if it was
Marketplace
a
or
good
was it
TV.
sticker price?
She's
No,
going
it
to jump up
was-
there, Skyler.
Memorial Day sale.
Okay.
$100 off. And it was a Roku.
How big?
55.
Not bad.
It's as big as I could get.
Oh lordy, somebody's got some cash hidden in their pocket. No. How much was it?
200.
That's not bad. That's a good price.
Good price for a TV.
4K TV?
I have no idea.
Have you consumed any media on it?
No, it's still in the box because
Hell
I
yeah.
have to find a guy to put it up, and I need a bracket to put it up.
I like how she looked directly at you.
No, I don't need you to put it up
Jared
for
has
me.
put up a lot of TVs in a really.
I don't know. Skyler is now kind of the TV putter
But at least we know one guy in here not good at putting up TVs. Though I'd help if I could.
No, you wouldn't.
Two strong
And
boys.
I would put up. I would say, here's the reason I can't put up yours. I've only been taught to put up TVs in one setting, and that's in a studio type space. So I'm really familiar with those walls, but a traditional apartment wall, different walls.
Because the studio has wooden walls, not
It's weird that
drywall.
you'd think What do you think's behind the drywall?
We're not sure.
Probably somebody running late.
Usually drywall is hollow. And then there are studs, usually on 16s, kind of mounting the
what?
drywall. The studs are wood,
Which you drill into.
but the wood walls that I'm talking about, all wood, that's what he's drilling into.
Maybe a text next time. Hey,
Running a few late.
I was upstairs and I was nervous because I was getting, my hat together and I was like, oh no, am I going to be like 10 seconds late?
Well, you guys just have to walk downstairs,
I had to set up all this. We had to clean up after Lady May,
I had to learn that I couldn't pet Lady May when I came down. It was a punishment because she loves attention. So because she's been bad, I've been told that I'm not allowed to show her affection.
Yeah, because we would put her in the crate, but here's the thing: she just goes in the crate, she shits in the crate, and that's more punishment to us. So I've decided she can sit out here and not feel any love.
I do feel like she has a short-term memory. And
No, she knows because she was scared shitless when I came down here. Jared was also pissed at this point because we had just found out about the piss, and then we called her over again. She knew. She much like Alyssa when she came in late.
when Alyssa used to pee in the house.
She squatted down and like kind of creeped forward. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
And that's the thing.
That's who she looks like.
Alyssa?
Yeah. Just in the face.
Well, Lady May looks like Alyssa. Because Alyssa's older, much older.
Yeah.
Close to 100.
Thank you.
So
Lady May's
cl-
cute.
No.
Depends
She's
on who
adorable.
you ask. The last two Hinge dates I've went on, I've
she's an
shown
ugly
them
dog.
Lady May,
I love
and they
her.
go, "Oh yeah, that is a dog. That is for sure a dog."
I was also working on some questions while I was getting ready this morning because
What about the rest of the week?
Huh?
Huh?
Questions for what?
The podcast? I meant like the rest of the week. Like the full work week.
Wait, I like that you said I was working on questions, and then you ask him questions for what?
Well, you said for the rest of the week, and I don't understand
He's
that.
saying he's saying today's Sunday, right? What I think he's referring to, and I don't know this, I'll let him speak for it.
Yeah, he's not sure.
What I think he's saying, get her down.
Don't pet her.
He's saying that you had all week to prepare questions and you didn't until Sunday morning.
Technically, no. Because
Don't get mad at me. Directed at him. No, talk to him.
We didn't film last week until later in the week, and also I just found out we were filming today on Friday, and that's when I was looking up things to do. And so Saturday, I took a break. God forbid a girl takes a break.
Your life's a break. Go ahead.
What do you say?
Skyler said something.
I think he said your life's a break. But again, direct that at
think
him
he said-
because I didn't say that.
I said
Skyler's just the messenger.
God.
I would like to be a messenger.
I'm like,
Also, here, I'll put some heat on Skyler for a second.
Thanks.
I thought today was put the desk day. Remember?
I'll do the desk. I got time.
Actually, yesterday
have
was supposed
time.
to be the desk day and all that stuff.
Actually,
No. Actually, right.
well, here's what happened. I don't want to bring other people into this, but
Don't say bring other people into this and then look at me.
no, it's not you.
Okay.
Our good friend Anderson called,
I've heard of him. And he was going through a lot because his girlfriend's out of town.
and
The hibachi chef.
He called
Not together.
He called me and was like, "Dude, there's this Korean barbecue place. It's the best food you'll ever experience for only $40
Well, yeah, it's way too expensive
Yeah,
per
way too-
person.
per person. All you can eat meat.
All you can eat though.
And then he goes, but here's the kicker, little trade secret. He kept calling it a trade secret. He goes, you order a bunch of meat, and then at the end you ask for a box. And in my head, I was like, there's no way they just give you a box on all you can eat food. That doesn't happen at buffet.
Yeah, that would be psychotic. The restaurant would go under in a week.
And he goes, you just have to pay another $20 on top of that. I'm like, so now it's $60 for some back alley meat. He's like, you got to trust me on this. So we go. Worst Korean barbecue I've ever had.
It was not great.
That
And
was
then
actually my first Korean barbecue that I've ever had.
Well,
so to me,
that was North Korean barbecue, brother.
to me, it wasn't that bad.
Had no soul in it. But what I was saying was at the end, he's like, don't worry, it's all gonna, he gets you ice cream at the end. And I'm like, okay.
On the house, he said.
On the house.
$40
Well,
later.
It's like, we're paying for this. So they come out. It's frozen Greek yogurt.
Didn't tell me. I
it's-
hate Greek yogurt.
Disgusting. And anyway, what are we? We're
Again,
yelling at her. or
not that
something.
bad.
You're telling me about the table. So that's why I didn't put the table, because we ate that. That was midday, and then the food took over. Also, Friday night we went out, and I didn't get a good night's rest.
Friday night
Because
was
you were
a
up
good
with
night.
a woman.
No,
Yeah.
I just could not sleep. Didn't go to bed until went to bed. We didn't get home until 3 a.m.
I don't remember
what
you
time we leave
getting
the bar?
home with us.
What time we leave?
Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Because you didn't come home with
you
us.
didn't
It was
come.
just me and Zach.
I went to the
in Uber.
office to get the table.
It was Zach and I.
I wasn't there. It didn't get delivered until Saturday.
No, what I'm asking it, what we're asking is, no, you would have gotten home around like probably 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you came home with us, but you didn't. So
What time did you go to bed?
Probably like 4,
Okay, so
4ish.
what were you doing? Great British Baking Show?
I was watching the Great British Baking Show.
Was there a thigh near you?
No thighs.
What? Yes, there were. There's a woman.
These thighs.
there was a woman.
No.
And then you said you only got 2 hours of sleep.
That was just because it was very hot.
And then you took out. Well, yeah. I mean, our air conditioner works. We just got to fix. So,
So it wasn't hot in this house.
Had the window open in my room, and
in your room. You promised the Lord that that's where you were.
to who? Who are we talking about?
Okay. Anyway, you stayed
Yeah.
at a girl's house,
Yes.
but nothing happened.
No.
Yeah,
you.
that's fine.
And now you're going back out with her today.
Yeah.
Seriously, nothing happened.
No. Yes. Wait, what? What's the question?
Yeah, he's being honest in that regard.
Nothing happened.
Nothing past first base.
Nothing happened.
But Friday was a great day. Friday was a great night. We went to the Dodgers game against the Yankees. What?
I thought you were just going to throw me under the bus for Saturday for torpedoing.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, he's leading up to it.
I'm leading up to it. We went to the Dodgers game. It was like a triple date. We kind of talked about it on the last episode. It was a triple date. Zach, is Zach's the girl that Zach invited had a friend. So then he was like, "Oh, I've got a friend for your friend, me." And then we went and met the girl that you've been seeing. And it was a lovely time. The Dodgers won. It was a fantastic game. We go out to a couple bars afterwards. We're all hitting it off.
Can I talk? Should I bring up this is where he screwed us initially?
Go for it.
Okay. So we're all at a
Barney's?
bar. Yeah, we're all at a bar. We're all having fun. We're attempting to flirt. We're attempting to make sure everybody's having a good time. Skyler's gone. He's
Sorry, Alyssa's trying to send a text.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, I'm working on the game that.
No, you wanted the.
planned, so.
Sorry. Is there anything you wanted to do?
It's not a text. You can look.
No, not a text. You were typing like you wanted us to like give you attention.
Not at all.
Okay. So
I don't
apologize.
need your attention.
Okay. Clearly, you're late. Anyway.
You were at Barney's.
Yes. Sorry, I was derailed.
No, I didn't derail anything.
I
He's the
couldn't-
one that brought it up. So
I'm-
he derailed
I am
you.
sorry for derailing it. I could not focus because of the clickety clack. And you know me, I'm kind of OCD. You know how you're OCD with things, shapes, and alignments. I'm OCD with sounds, so I get thrown off.
Oh, I am sorry you had to go through that.
It's okay.
What happened again?
You were talking. I was trying so hard to focus because you're my best friend. And I love when you tell stories, and then I just hear click, click, click.
Should I just leave?
No, you're already here. I mean, you pretty much didn't want to be here anyway, so you'd really be just getting what you want.
And we can't let that happen. Where'd Lady May go? She's probably eating something.
It's outside.
Okay.
Now
Barney's.
back. Okay, so we're all at Barney's. 3 girls across.
We had
the
just
table.
walked in.
Yeah. No, we hadn't just walked in. We've been there for a little bit. Skyler's been gone for a second. We're like, oh, where'd he go? And then me and him, Jared and I were like, oh, we're trying to ba with these women. And then Skyler comes over with a rose.
Like he's the fucking bachelor.
And then he gives it to his lady, and the other girl's like, oh my
She
goodness.
loves it.
It's so beautiful. I can't believe he has a ray of love for you like this. And then I look at him like, dude, first of all, you could have got us some roses, be like, we got these for you, like blah, blah, blah. Or find me and be like, hey, let's go get him some roses. There's a guy selling them around here. Okay, that's instance number 1. The girls haven't even looked at us now. They're just looking at the rose and your guys' love. And then there's a guy, he's walking around like a bushel. He's hobbling. He's got a bushel of roses. So he comes over to our table. And then he's like, would anybody like some roses? And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, we'll get some for the girls. And then we have to get 4 each for our girl to like upstage you. So you've really just put a hole in our pocket again. Okay. And
you went over the top because I got the single flower, and then they went with the bouquet. And I said, well, hold on. Then I couldn't go over the top and buy 3 more roses to tie.
No, but it looked like we were overcompensating. And that's all that it was. And then finally, okay, we get the roses. And then Jared looks at his girl.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, I know. And
My
see,
girl's
this is-
right. Hold on.
I was nervous for this moment because I knew you started with the heat on him, and boy, was my
And
water
mine
starting
we
to
can
boil.
chalk up
Hold
to.
on.
Can we chalk mine up to just dumb? I'm an idiot.
No.
Okay.
My girl is right next to Jared's girl. Not our girls. Potential. There were at this point. So I'm sitting there, and then the two ladies get their bouquets, and then Jared looks at his girl, 6 inches from my girl's ear, and he just goes, "Hey, I paid for both of them." And I'm like,
okay. And listen. That
I go, what?
I understand in hindsight now, and as soon as the words left my mouth,
Hey, I paid for the Dodgers game for all 6 of us.
okay, and
And I had to bring that up. And then I look like a loser.
because here's the thing.
Loser.
Here's the thing. This is my
No.
I'm not trying to explain away the thing because I did fuck up there. Okay, that was not a good look. In my head, this is what I'm thinking. The girl that you brought already wanted to be there with you. I felt like I needed to compensate because I was like, I have to make sure this girl is having a good time and know that like I could be a potential guy, you know? And so
stealing from others?
No. The thing that I thought of, I was like, what if I show her I got money?
Whoa,
That's $40 for the roses.
What if I show her I got money?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Also, a few drinks in, you know, wasn't thinking clearly, and I said that, and then as soon as I said that, I was like, that. Why would that even work? And then, of course, immediately, as soon as I had that thought, Zach turns to me. It was almost like a horror movie. I could hear the creaking in his neck.
And it's like the girl's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I would have never gotten with you if you only bought one of them, but you bought both bouquets. It's like, whoa.
And also, that just to be clear, that sends a message to the girl that you're buying roses for. I'm buying them not just for you.
Yep.
It's making it way less special by buying them from you and your also attractive friend.
And
because who knows what's going to happen here?
No, I know. I absolutely. And listen, we all know I am not the smoothest talker this side of the Mississippi.
There's a lot on this side.
There's a lot on this side. Okay. So that was a fumbling of
Can
words.
I also say something? You weren't privy to this. We were at the.
I did something?
No, he did something. We were at the Dodgers game.
Oh, wait.
I was sitting next to. It was the girl I've been seeing. Me, Jared, blah blah blah. Me and the girl. I was just like, oh, every inning we can ask each other we have to ask each other. We can each get a turn to ask each other a question or whatever.
To your girl. You were flirting.
Yeah. Just getting conversation going. And I think her question was, what's like an embarrassing story or something? I was like, let me think. I said, Jared, are there any embarrassing stories that I should tell? And he just leans over. He's like, you jerked off behind a gas station. I was like, that's not the one I really wanted to do.
Okay. Here's the thing.
I was thinking more.
Hold on. He's painting me to look like the bad guy. She asked him before she asked him before the game. She goes, what do I need to know about these guys? You know, whatever. And I didn't know that until
She goes about me.
She was just trying to get. She was trying to get back, like
just background.
Yeah.
You know, like what are these guys like or whatever.
Good guys.
And I was very honest.
I forget what the context was, but she said something along the lines of like, "I'll buy you 2 Snickers bars if you answer this or be honest about this."
Well.
and so then I look at Skyler. It was just a night of sabotage. That's all it was. So I look at
and I didn't get to
Skyler.
participate. I didn't sabotage anybody. And I was over here like, take some, you guys having a good time?
And I was just like, why'd she bring up Snickers specifically? Huh? And
I was giving background.
yeah, okay. So don't paint me out like the gas station
would you
is
say
the
about
worst
me?
thing that
I was
was
like,
said.
Zach's really funny. I was like, he's probably gonna come across as like he's gonna be saying a bunch of random crazy shit. And you're gonna be like, what's going on here? Which was true. You did that a majority of the night. And I was like, but he's really funny. I was like, really, when he's really calm when he's by himself a lot of the time. I was like, Jared, what should you know about Jared? I was like, Jared had sex with a girl with a Snickers bar. With a condom.
There's a condom.
I was like, he's a good guy, but that happened.
But that happened. Hey, and you know what? You're a good guy too. You also jerked off behind a gas station. And I thought she should know about that.
He was horny. Okay, so we got a mattress from Brooklyn Bedding. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Good Dreams, but when you have your spine aligned in such a way, it gives you the good dreams. I've had a nightmare since. I don't know if that's part of the fabric. I don't know if it's part of the plushness that I really enjoy. But Brooklyn bedding mattresses might be the best sleep I've gotten in my entire life. Oh, Zach, I've slept my whole life. I've had a lot of data on sleep. I keep this thing that tells me bing, bang, boom, sleep stuff. And apparently when I sleep on this mattress, I have my best sleep of my life. So riddle me that, people that think they're mattress experts.
I think that like sleeping on a Brooklyn bedding is akin to living in a world post-electricity. So before Brooklyn bedding came along, you were living...
Mud.
Fire.
You'd be around mud a lot, I think.
Mud, fireside, stuff like
Hay.
that. Hay.
Hay feels...
Horses, poop in the streets.
Smelly.
Oh, the smells. And then Brooklyn bedding comes along. Here's electricity. But for us, here's a wonderful bed that you can sleep on.
Designed by the best mattress craftsmen in the industry.
Tom Brooklyn from Brooklyn Bedding.
I don't know if that's factually accurate. Also, understated, Brooklyn bedding is free of fiberglass like all of these other competitors.
Wow.
That's crazy.
We need to get to a point where that's overstated. Like that
Exactly.
should be said so much. How about other mattresses? Tell us you have fiberglass in there. I lay down on that.
Also, Brooklyn bedding lets you sleep on the mattress for 120 nights just to see if you like it.
And if you don't, just switch it out for a mattress you do like. It's very simple.
And guys, they've been around for 25 years, okay? They've been around for 25 years. They know the ins and outs of the mattress game.
They've heard enough. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use my promo code Dropouts at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer, it's not available anywhere else, so use my promo code on the very last page of the checkout to get this discount. It says my on there, not our, so I have to read my. That's brooklynbedding.com. You use my code Dropouts for
My
30%
promo
off
code Dropouts.
site-wide. Brooklyn Bedding, promo code Dropouts.
Thank you, Brooklyn bedding.
Robert O'Neill slept on a Brooklyn bed the night before he killed Osama bin Laden.
Did not know that. Had no clue. What did Osama sleep on the night before he was? Fiberglass?
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp.
Hey guys, mental health. It's an actual thing you should think about. It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and a lot of us guys and girls, we don't seek out the talking, the conversation, the getting the stuff off our chest we need to further ourselves cognitively, emotionally, and regulatorily. So that's essentially, even if you're not going through anything dark, sometimes it's nice to go get a tune-up, a little oil change in your mind. But if you are going through some stuff, I know with me, when I've gone through some very bad things in the past, talking to someone has really helped. And BetterHelp is the easiest way to get into that help, into that therapy. It's like going to the gym, but for your mind. BetterHelp has so many professional, trusted therapists ready to talk to you at your convenience in your home via the interwebs. Also, if you don't like somebody, because you always have to find which person fits best with you, you can switch the therapist at any time to make sure you're getting the care that you need. For 10% off your first month, head over to betterhelp.com/dropouts. Use code dropouts to get yourself 10% off your first month of some great therapy. Everyone needs it. It's not a thing of like maybe one day, it's a today and forever type of thing. So thank you, BetterHelp, and thank you to getting your mind better. That's betterhelp.com/dropouts. Okay. And then, so Jared and I, we're having fun. Everybody's laughing. It's like, oh wait, everybody's having a good time. These are fun people.
I like legitimately, right? When you go kind of into a blind date, you don't know how you're going to vibe, right? Because you haven't had any of that
sixth
conversation.
man of the night.
I was sixth man,
Yeah.
and, I'm talking to this girl all night. I could not think of a more perfect girl for me. Okay. She's funny. She loves sports. Her favorite artist is Nickelback. We have the same taste in movies, like everything that we found out about each other, it was all aligning.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
It was one of the best nights of my life.
That's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
What?
Do you want to say?
Well, I'm like in my room.
Well, Jerry gets hit with it first.
Okay.
I come in. Okay, so I don't want this is going to paint me as a bad guy now. Actually, I don't think it makes me paint me as a bad guy. It paints me as an honest friend.
Yeah, paints you as I'm not saying you're a bad guy.
Thank you.
You
So
just
the
ruined my day.
girl I've been seeing, we were on the way back to her apartment. She was like, I got some bad news in the bathroom. I was like, why? She said to the effect, I forget exactly what was said, but the two girls were not getting a romantic vibe from Zach and Jared. And
Is that how it was said?
Did we
Did you follow up?
Yeah, did we confirm that that's how it was?
Because
said?
now this is the third different way I've heard this.
One girl, I can bleep her name, was not into it.
Okay, cool.
But in
How did
but
you
in a
know?
sense, she was just saying it just takes her a while to like somebody.
Got you.
I heard that.
Yeah. And with you,
Hello.
she said again, it was like, oh no, I'm leaving, so it's not even like I'm not even considering it type thing. And then I was like, okay, well, do you think? She said they were saying were not into you guys, just they were being nice. They were saying it without saying it.
So they weren't into us at all.
I don't know. I
What
guess
do you mean you don't know?
I think it was probably more of a margin call for you.
I'm not even on the same sheet of paper.
I'm sorry. And again, I'm saying this from a place of I love you guys.
They did text me last night and said, "Hey, what are you guys doing tonight?"
You didn't feel the need to share that with the class
I said, "Well, I thought
last night?
It was like 11:30. I thought you were.
Yeah, and listen.
I knew you were asleep. I thought you were asleep or editing,
I was editing.
And
I
I
was
was
up till like 3
And here's the
o'clock
thing.
last night.
and I was like, I was working on the script. So
And you didn't want to go out and drop another however much money you spent.
no,
on that.
especially with the information.
with that
Yeah,
information.
you'd be buying drinks pissed off.
What do you
Fucking
want?
2 vodka sodas, I guess. Yeah, I get fucking shots too.
You want that? You want top shelf?
The bill comes. No? Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
I think I probably would have still gotten it just because I think guys and girls can be friends, and even if there's no romantic intention from one side, doesn't mean that you should demean them in any way.
No, you don't demean them anyway. But
Retweet.
you also don't have to. You also
No,
don't
I
have to.
I was covering myself.
You also don't have to buy all the drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that one girl that I was talking to, she did buy me a drink.
I had a drink bought for me as well,
Wow.
and a Dodger dog.
Equality.
I only got water, but
Hey.
I think we take that one on the chin, bud.
We take that on the chin. Either way, still had a great night.
That's the thing they don't know. Whether you wanted us or not, we had fun.
We had so much
Had
fun.
so much fun.
I was really tired.
I was ready to
After the
leave.
Dodgers game, I think I was ready to.
Yeah, at Saddle Ranch, I was like, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
Then somebody brought nachos, and I thought one of y'all was going to pull a trigger.
I didn't even see nachos.
Oh my god,
I did. They came
nachos.
around with a plate of quesadillas, and I tried one. It was
Oh,
nice. It was like a barbecue
Phenomenal. Yeah.
quesadilla.
But is he the owner of?
Yeah.
He always sees me. He goes, "Welcome back." I'm like, I haven't been here in 6 months.
The guy with the quesadillas was the owner.
Yeah.
Just doing samples, huh?
Yeah.
That's fucking a pro move.
Because immediately I was like, fuck, I kind of want a whole quesadilla of this now. And I don't even like barbecue all that much, but it was delicious. Alyssa,
That's
you
her
said you prepared some questions for us?
What was a new thing? So I don't know if you want to play it on the after school special, just in case it's
Oh,
not.
are you so sad?
Not at all.
You're talking like that. How's
So can I do want to ask? I don't want to be mean.
I swear to God, if you say late in this sentence or why I was late, put your hand down.
Are you calling on me?
say mistimed?
No.
Actually, can you call on me?
Skyler,
Yes. Here's my question for the class. I'm writing questions. Okay. For the segments. But then the segment, it's not even for the podcast, for the after school special.
Because God, you just.
I can't. Why can't that? You're getting mad
Because
at.
the
You're getting mad at
questions
like
you asked
Einstein for
are just like accusatory or
I
like
like
whatever
to ask,
it is.
Can I be called on?
What?
How is it accusatory?
It's whatever the word is. It's like
No,
it's
you're saying the right word.
manipulative question to
It's a
downplay whatever I'm
leading
doing.
question.
What?
Yeah, but it's fair. It's not a court of law. Zach,
You look like a raven today.
Thank you.
not much of a question.
More of a
I
comment.
could have said
a statement.
crow, but I didn't.
I mean, we can try it for this. It's more of like an imposter style game.
What happened to the bowls with all the things in it that we still haven't done? It's been lying around. What is that?
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Let's do that.
I am not. Based on the ones I hang out with, they're so smart. She's never been more mad a day in her life than
Not mad.
We're not talking about you.
What has gotten you down?
I'm not down.
You are. You know, it's,
You're not up.
You are easier
No,
to
I was fine when you walked in here, and then all your
When-
mouths start coming.
late start
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I'm late and now I'm in a bad mood because
I'm not in a bad
late.
mood. I'm letting
I'm late
you
and
guys
I'm pissed you
conversate
asked
after
about
you
it.
said you did-
I'm
cut
late.
off.
15 minutes late to work and I'm mad about it.
I'm late and fuck you guys for asking about it.
From the top row.
No, you guys make it seem like that's my problem for asking about it. The way you ask about it is the issue.
We shouldn't have to ask about it. You should just be on time. Ooh, he cooked.
Guess what? And what day is it?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Exactly.
We're
Doesn't
all
matter.
here.
Well, then why? But okay, then why show up at all if it's like, oh, it's a Sunday? It doesn't matter. Exactly.
All right. 4th grade science question. What is the process by which plants lose water through their leaves?
Oh,
I've never even heard of this.
I
Genuinely, they didn't mention it.
yeah. What the fuck?
They lose water.
Through their leaves.
I don't know if I'm spelling this word right.
Okay, I wrote down something. It's
Okay.
not right.
Turn it around.
I said sweating.
Transpiration.
Oh,
Secretion.
Skyler's right.
wow.
Trans. What?
Transpiration.
We were in the same.
So someone might have mentioned it.
Miss Bennett.
Transpiration. That was good, Skyler.
Is she still working, you think? No. Yeah, she's. Do you think she's.
Okay.
Anyway.
Past?
Yeah.
Probably.
Put a mark on yours. You got a point. This is English, 4th grade English. What is the past tense of go?
Do I have to write
Okay.
it down?
Yes.
I saw Skyler's, so I know I'm right. Went.
Went.
What did you put?
What'd you put?
What'd you put?
Gone.
Yeah. I went with gone at first and I was like, no, it's not gone. It's
Okay.
went.
Skylar and Jared, put a mark on yours.
You want to know why? Because I was singing "Going, Going, Gone" in my head.
Okay. This one, 5th grade math.
Oh,
What
fuck.
is 1.5 times 3.2?
Oh shit.
1.5 times. Okay.
Fuck me.
Boy, I haven't done a decimal multi in a minute.
I forget how to do decimal multis.
I don't know how to do them. I'm just gonna do regular multiplication and hope.
So hope you're somewhere close.
Where does the period go in all this? Bing bang, boom boom. I don't know if that's
I
right.
think I'm wrong then.
Jared, flip it around. Jared, time's up. No point for Jared.
5.2.
4.8.
What'd you put?
4.7.
It's 4.8.
Damn. How'd
What
you
did I
get
do
that?
wrong? You want to know what I did? Okay, so this is the worst way to do it. So I was like, holy hell, I haven't done this in a while. So I did 3 times 0.5 is 1.5. And then I added that to 3 times 1, which was 4.5. And then I did 0.2 of 1 is 0.2, right?
Yeah.
And then I did
Wait, well, I don't know what you just said. I just said, yeah, I agree.
20. I thought this was 20% of 1 would be 0.2. So then I thought 0.2. So I was like, oh, then that's half of that. So that'd be half of that. So that's 0.1, and I added it.
Well, you could do half. 0.5 of 3.2 is 1.6.
Starting to think I'm
1.6
right
added
in the-
back to 3.2 is 4.8. But if you just want to do long form division, it's 1.5 times 3.2. And then so you would have 0 as your base. But then when you multiply the 3, you're going to have to.
A math
Dude,
teacher's
you're-
watching this and being like,
You're
guys,
speaking a different language
So
right
look,
now.
hold on.
And this
3.2.
is
So,
fuck.
so you do the 2 first, 0,
Yeah.
1, 3.
Yes.
And then here you're going to have to add an extra 0. And then it's 5.
That's where I fucked up. I
1,
didn't add
3,
the extra 0.
480.
And then
2 decimal places,
Yep.
bang, bang.
Okay, that's where I fucked up. I forgot the extra 0 and it threw me for a hoop.
I did it.
But then I did realize half of 3.2 is 1.6, and then 1 times 1.6 is 3.2. Or I'm sorry, 1 times 3.2 is 3.2, and then you can just do the half of
Of the
it.
point.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Okay.
I got
This is
dangerously close for the way I did it.
4th
And I know I'm
grade-
coming off as an idiot right now. That makes me sad.
Well, you should all know this one. 4th grade history.
Okay.
What year did women get the right to vote in the U.S.?
Too soon?
Fellas. Fellas.
This was I always get this confused because there's an amendment that happened like simultaneous. It's like And I can't remember if it was prohibition or if it was women's suffrage.
I have three of the numbers right.
I have three
think.
different decades I want to choose from.
No, there's
No, you
one
shouldn't-
decade.
Yeah, there's one decade.
There's one decade.
You all have something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold
turn
on.
around.
Wait.
No, well, actually, there's 2 decades you could choose from, I think, in my mind.
Really?
Decades are 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's either the 1910s or the 1920s.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's 1913. But it could also be 1923, but I think it's 1913.
Okay.
I said 1920.
What is it?
What did you put?
1934.
It's 1920.
Woo! Okay.
Do you have
Fuck
any
women.
points, Zach?
I have a couple.
2.
Okay.
I have 2.
I really thought I would nail the history, and then she brought up women. 1920. I thought it was 1913.
No wonder they were
Can
dancing
you
so
can
much.
you Google real quick what was the 20th Amendment? I think that's my mnemonic device. Is that the 20th Amendment gave women the right to vote in 1920?
Primarily addresses the state and end dates of presidential and congressional terms, as well as what to do in the case of presidential vacancy.
Never mind. I think then it's prohibition. Can you look up the 21st Amendment?
Why the hell did I just point to? I'm an idiot.
Repealed the 18th Amendment, which had
What?
imposed
It's just
nationwide
the math
prohibition.
part.
Okay.
I realized
That's what it is. The 21st Amendment repealed prohibition. and the
1913
drinking
was the
age
first
is 20.
women's
21.
suffragette parade in Washington, D.C.
1913?
So I was there when it first started. You're welcome, women.
Okay, this is second grade geography.
Uh-oh, fuck.
What is the name of the tallest mountain range in the world?
Himalayas.
That's right.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I'm the only one that gets that one.
No,
I was quickest.
sorry.
It should be that. It should be.
No.
It should be quickest. 1 point.
Well, then you don't need the.
What? No. Let's.
Listen, we had a set of rules. We're going to stick
Yeah,
by the
we're gonna
rules.
stick to the
shooting from the
rules.
hip.
All right,
dude.
fifth grade science. What is the term for the boundary between two air masses?
The boundary between...
Two air masses?
Oh, that's that Gus zone, boy.
The boundary?
What is the boundary between two air masses?
I took a meteorology class in high school. I should know this. But that class was such a slack off class.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Good.
I said the danger zone.
I said an exosphere.
Okay,
The front?
it's the front.
Wow. I said the danger zone because usually if
Did she
two,
give you that?
No.
Where'd you come up with front?
I just
No, walk me through that. Did she give you that? Did you
no.
give him
That's like the one thing I remember for whatever reason.
front?
Yeah, it's like the
like
air
a
front.
cold front.
It's
Yeah,
funny
yeah, yeah.
because he acted like he didn't know what it was either.
Yeah, I was trying to throw him off.
Okay, second grade English. What punctuation mark is used to show possession?
Oh, got this.
Oh,
I don't know how to. I'm just gonna bing.
Apostrophe.
I did it fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell it.
3 points. How many points do you guys have?
5.
4.
Interesting.
Okay.
History.
It is math.
Oh.
Third grade math. What is the place value of 5 in the number 358?
What is the place value of 5 in the number 358?
Second.
Yes.
You're not saying yes to me.
No.
Oh, I was like,
What is the place value of 5? What does that mean?
I don't know.
What is the place value of 5?
Third grade math?
I mean, I know what they're saying. I don't know what the word is, but
okay.
What is the word for the place value of 5 in 358?
here I'll share the answer with you guys a bit. I think what she's trying to get at, it's in like the 10
That's-
numeral spot.
That's what I said.
So it's like, I don't know if it's the 10 integer spot or the 10. I put 10 spot. I don't know if that's right.
I just put the tens.
Yeah, it's in the 10s. Because it's the 3 would be the 100 value spot.
Well, that's weird because I do agree with that, but it says
I think it's
the
the
answer was the
hundreds.
hundreds.
Yes, I got that right before you said it. I said it before you said it. We can agree that.
We'll do it. I'll do a replay on that. Wait, it's in the hundreds? What?
Yeah.
How?
How?
I don't understand. I don't know.
Oh, well,
I've
maybe
always never good at
because-
math.
Because the 10s are it's like 1 point. It doesn't matter.
He doesn't know.
I got it right.
Wait. Was
Four.
it 358 or was it like 0.358?
358. Maybe I don't. It says the hundreds.
Because if it was 0.358, then
Next.
that makes sense.
Okay, this is fourth grade history.
Hold on. What is the
We're gonna get to the fucking.
5? What is the 5? What is the what? The 5 value spot? In the 300, in the number 358, the digit 5 is in the tens place. 3 is in the hundreds place. 5 is in the tens place. 8 is in the one place. So the value of 5 in 358 is 50.
Well, maybe we'll just cancel that one out.
No, I'll give myself a point.
No,
and
you
will
do
lose
not get a point. I will be keeping a point
No.
for mispointage.
If it was, she said 358, and the 5.
How do we
is
know
in the
anything that
tens.
she said now is real or not?
ChatGPT.
I'm asking, how do we know if any of?
Listen,
I will be keeping that point.
then I will add a point.
No.
Yes. Next question.
Okay, 4th grade history. What is the name of the treaty that ended the Revolutionary War?
What is the name of the treaty that ended the
I need
Revolutionary
people to leave me
War?
alone.
I need people to leave me alone.
Extra points if we get the year or no?
No, you don't know the year. Fuck off. The Revolutionary War?
Yes.
Yeah, you get an extra point if you get the year.
I
Okay.
don't know the year.
I wrote. Well, we can look it up, but I wrote down a year. I don't know if it's right.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. Give me half a second.
1, 2, 3,
Hold
4,
on.
5.
Hold on. They were in, I know the room. I'm seeing the room.
It was a train.
It wasn't a train.
Train to Busan.
John, that's not right.
Just go. You didn't get it.
Just write something.
I wrote armistice.
It's not armistice. I said Versailles.
No.
I don't.
the
That's
peace-
the only treaty I knew in my head.
Peace Treaty of Paris.
No.
It's the Treaty of Paris.
1783.
Correct.
2 points.
Damn, I said 1787.
Treaty of Versailles.
I knew it wasn't right. That was the only thing that was in my head. But
6 points.
I was thinking about the Civil War.
it was still French. Can I get half a point? Because it was French.
No.
Okay, 4th grade geography. What is the name of the line at 0 degrees longitude?
What is the name of the line at 0 degrees longitude?
Zach, what are you looking at on your watch?
Oh, he's been cheating this whole time.
Is it the Greenwich Meridian?
No.
No, it's the equator. Right?
No.
Longitude? Oh.
Latitude.
What is it?
It's the prime meridian.
Oh. Yeah, anytime I've been repeating it.
Oh, it's also known as the Greenwich
Lots of points.
Meridian.
Zach
That's
doesn't-
not a point. You've been cheating.
About halfway through, I started.
Fuck, I got longitude
It's
and
known as that
latitude.
because it runs through Greenwich, England.
He's cheating. You're not listening.
I would hold it down and I would repeat it, and then I would go, that was pretty smart.
That was pretty smart. That was devious as hell.
I watched Ad Astra.
Okay, why do you keep wanting to talk about that?
Have you watched it?
What is Ad Astra?
No, I haven't seen it. I heard it wasn't very good.
It had very good reviews.
Who do you go for your reviews?
People.
Who's people?
Who's people?
My Aunt Gail.
Did she was the one?
No, I just it was in recommended for me or something, and so I looked it up and it had like an 83, and then I forget what it had.
Well, I don't go to Rotten Tomatoes anymore. I go to Letterboxd. So it gives you just gives you, did you like it or not?
It doesn't give you like an in-depth.
It's not like a 7.8 or like a 9. A 93% doesn't mean
That just
9 out of
means
10. It just
The
means
3-4
93% of people liked
it more than didn't like
It's
it.
a 3-4 on Letterboxd.
Yeah, so that's like a margin call.
It was a margin call.
Yeah, it's not like terrible, but it's like.
I was just like, what is this?
But how high were you?
It was this morning at 8 a.m.
Were you wearing Stony Tony's? Wake and
I
bake.
was shirtless
Why'd you watch a movie at 8 a.m.?
because I was up. Getting ready for the show.
Coming with
Well, we
stuff.
were all down here because we were like, oh, Alyssa might come early, so we want to start the show.
Wait, should we go through and roast one of our dating profiles? Are we doing that on like a week by week basis, or is that like?
Oh yeah, we can do it. Jared, you want to go up next?
Okay. Jared's Hinge profile is up.
Okay.
Okay.
First picture.
That's a good first picture by yourself, smiling.
Really putting the podcast out there, huh?
Well, it's just a
Not
good.
yet. He's
It's
not yet.
It's just
Not
a
yet.
good picture.
It's a good.
You
He likes
know?
the picture.
I like the picture. That picture gets a lot of likes.
Okay. Would you rather find your soulmate, win the lottery, or go back to win?
The Sweet Life Animal Sweepstakes to meet Zach and Cody.
Okay.
That one is a crowd pleaser.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I never like the multiple choice.
It doesn't.
Why?
Really, yeah. I mean, it doesn't tell me anything about you. That would be my one concern.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
It does. This is reading into it a little bit too much. If we're here to maybe critique a little bit and help where we can. If I'm being hypercritical, it maybe attracts people that are a little basic
Okay.
because they like, oh, that's funny, but it's like that's been said a million times,
Okay. Okay.
in my opinion.
That's a good point.
Okay.
That's a valid
Move on.
argument.
I was told the other day that I was the funniest person that they ever went on a first date with.
Wow.
That's what I was told. I didn't say that. 6'1".
I am
The way to
6'1".
win me over is either through an old-fashioned duel or joust. You pick.
Well, I would
Those both feel old fashioned.
say, yeah, they are. Say through an old fashioned duel, what would your weapon be?
Okay. Through an old. Well, I feel like an old fashioned duel is just like the guns. Like
I thought an old-fashioned duel was a joust.
No,
Okay,
a
so
duel. A duel is a gun shoot off.
like I was thinking Western. Like cowboys, high noon,
Just say
middle
through,
of the town.
through a gladiator battle, what would your weapon be?
Okay.
That gives them something to respond to.
Ugh, are you sure about Cincinnati?
I am sure about Cincinnati.
Okay.
I
Figuring
am.
out my dating goals,
'Cause-
slut.
I did. There's a funny moment.
I hate that it says University of Cincinnati College Conservation of Music.
Conservatory, not conservation.
Well, I read it fast, and so will they.
This is good though. It's like not too much, but not.
Listen,
too
you
little.
you
Okay,
know.
you don't need to put in Cincinnati. It's too many Cincinnati's.
Okay, too many. You're right. You're right. Too many Cincinnatis. I can get rid of a Cincinnati.
Yeah, get rid of that second Cincinnati.
This is gonna be a good photo. I can tell.
This is, listen.
Yeah, you can keep it.
It's
It's trying a little hard for me. The third photo makes me want to kill myself.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
That makes me feel like you're gonna take a. Oh God,
Well,
what's in
no.
your trunk? An acoustic guitar.
I would just say, look, this is my POV. I think all of your photos so far have been good, but they all look professionally done, and that screams at like you're trying hard.
Okay.
Even though those are your good photos.
Those are my. That's the problem.
That's why I didn't want to put all these like that. That was with mine. I didn't want to because then it's like
So you didn't put any.
no.
I also don't like that your mouth is covered for some reason.
Honestly, I thought that was a good photo to show off the tattoos.
Fair.
But you're right. I do have a lot of professional looking photos in there.
The one thing I love about you is your mother's maiden name, the street you grew up on, and the name of your first pet. That's funny because you're doing like password stuff.
Exactly.
That
That's a
I
good
get.
one.
That's a good one.
I have Lady May on there. Dating me will look like. I just thought that was a funny photo. Cute dog.
Good quippy thing.
Uh-huh.
Australia is
Wider than the moon. This sets them up.
that true?
It is. The moon is tiny. If you
Don't say
think
it's tiny.
in regards to Earth, like because we think about it, it looks the same as the sun in the sky, but it's so small.
How small?
It's smaller than Australia.
Okay. Next photo.
Bragging.
Oh my God,
I thought that was a good.
no.
Okay.
that one's fine. I hate that one.
The bot. this one. This one.
That one makes me want to
That
kill
one-
myself.
Change
Get
that
something with friends in there at least.
You look. When was this taken?
That was taken at Joe and Caitlin's wedding,
Long time ago.
maybe a year or two ago.
look way
At
I
this point.
hate that picture.
Okay.
You look way different now.
Okay. So I should get
That's
rid
an
of that.
ugly picture.
That picture gets a lot of likes.
I don't know why.
I don't think I like
You don't.
this one.
No, I like that one. I mean, it
find
does.
a different one of you
It
on
shows
stage.
that you again. It might lead into like you're trying to tell them something about like you're on.
Oh, I'm the man.
Okay.
but I think it's a good photo.
I thought that was a good smiling photo.
it is a good photo. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair. But again, looks professionally done. I gotta find if you guys have some candid photos of me, or maybe maybe
sometimes it just takes some.
no, I mean like or like the group photos, like you said, get some of those in there.
Yeah, get like photo you have with them in here. Because you have no friends.
Because you have no friends.
But I
That's-
think the first photo is good.
And then get rid of that last photo altogether.
Yeah, I mean you could replace it.
Replace it.
Out of 10, what do you guys think?
I think your photos are good, and I think your prompts are good. Besides this first, I would fix this first one.
Really?
But listen, if it's
But
getting a lot
it's
of
the, it's
traction,
the it's the basic thing. It does get a lot of traction, but
I don't
maybe
mind
you're,
that one.
Maybe
my-
you're right. It's
my only thing is I think it looks too professional.
okay.
So I'll give it like a
I think having
6.5, 7.
Okay.
this one, your first, like even if it is professional, that's fine. Because it like,
Yeah, I'm fine with
Yeah.
one photo that like looks like a photographer took this photo. But there's 4. They might all actually be when you think the last one maybe not, but we're gonna change the last one anyways.
Yeah. The last one, the last one's not like a professional photographer. That was on like a disposable camera or something with a flash.
Yeah, I don't like that one. And you've kind of already got that one and the first one.
Yeah. True.
I would take out those two and the last one and then put in some more personality, like doing something or.
You do have a lot of photos. Is this normal? The normal amount?
It's like 6. I think 6 photos is what you're allowed to have on there.
Love it.
Okay, so
Yeah. Get rid of 3 photos, add in some more
Personality.
Personality.
Okay.
Maybe a video.
Oh, Chevy
video.
Brown. I love that song.
Should I add the Nemo video?
No.
That's the Nemo video.
It's this
Like
skit
add like one of these videos of you like freaking out with a spider getting put on you.
That's a good one. But then does that insinuate with a microphone in my face?
That's fine though. It's just like that
And
was
they're
more
gonna.
fun.
I mean,
I guess I already have a microphone in my face in one of them.
Yeah.
They're gonna find out eventually. People are gonna be like, you have dropouts in almost every not every pic, but
All right. Well, there's my dating profile. So if you see that,
all right,
that's me.
Who's up to bat next week?
Is it
you.
Zach or Alyssa?
it's you.
I say you.
No.
Rock, paper, scissors.
if
for
we
it.
no, we can do Alyssa, but if we do Alyssa, we need to make sure it's the last segment because we want to make sure she's here.
Oh yeah.
We can talk about
She
it.
won't be able to.
Looking out for you.
All right, we'll do Alyssa's next week, and then also send in where did they send them into if they want us to,
Dropoutsadvice@gmail.com.
and then we'll include some of your guys too. All right, jumping over to the after school special, where we're gonna talk about Alyssa hooked up. All right, bye.
I'm Skyler.